discuss about the topic how can you write the name of a compound. Writing name of a compound. There are many compounds are there which having two types of name. One is your common name. Another is your chemical name. Two types of name generally. One is your common name, another is your chemical name. So first point is your the compounds have a common name or trivial name. Some compounds have a common name or trivial name. For example, sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Formula is your what? Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is the chemical name. Sodium hydroxide is the chemical name. It have a common name, that is your caustic soda. Similarly, if you think about KOH, its chemical name is your potassium hydroxide, and its chemical name is your sodium hydroxide. The common name of sodium hydroxide is your caustic soda, and the common name of KOH is your caustic potash. Similarly, if you think about CaCO3 is the chemical name of calcium. CaCO3 is the having the chemical name, that is your calcium carbonate, and it has the common name is your limestone. Next is your calcium oxide. The common name is your quicklime, and its chemical name is your calcium oxide. Like that, if you think about Ca3PO4 twice, its a common name is your bonace, and its chemical name is your calcium phosphate. Next is your carbon dioxide, CO2. Its common name is your dry ice. Its chemical name is your carbon dioxide. First point is your some compounds have the common name or trivial name. Second point, in ionic compound. If you think about ionic compound, that means the compound which is made by ionic bond is called ionic compound. In ionic compound, electropositive, there are two types, two parts are there. One is your electropositive part, that is said to be electropositive ion. Another is your electronegative ion. Suppose take an ionic compound NaCl. The name of NaCl is your sodium chloride. Here sodium is the electropositive ion and chloride is your electronegative ion. That from the example it is clear that in the naming of ionic compound, the electropositive part is written first, then the electronegative part. So we can write for naming ionic compound, it is otherwise known as electrovalent compound, because ionic bond is also called as electrovalent bond. So for naming ionic compound or electrovalent compound, the name of electro positive radical is written first, then the name of electronegative radical. Take an example, that is your NaCl. Its name is sodium chloride. Generally, we can think about two type of oxidation. One is your OS and another is your EC. Point number 3 is your, if you think about the point number 3, one is your OS, another is your EC. OS oxidation corresponds to lower oxidation state. E corresponds to higher oxidation state. Remember one point, OS represent to lower oxidation state and E represent to higher oxidation state. Suppose if you want to take an example and explain it. Suppose take an example, iron. Iron to have two oxidation number. One is your +2, another is your +3. Here the lower oxidation number is your +2. That means its name must be related to OS. And higher oxidation number is your +3. That means it must be written by the help of E. So we can think about the compound FeCl3 and FeCl2. Here the iron atom shows +3 oxidation state. Here the iron atom shows +2 oxidation state. There are 3 chlorine atom present. We know that the oxidation number of chlorine is your -1. That means there are 3 chlorine atoms. That means we put -3. Since it is a molecule, that means the summation of oxidation number of iron and 3 chlorine atom must be 0. So it is bound to take the oxidation number of iron is your +3. Like that we can calculate the oxidation number of iron is your +2. Here the lower oxidation state related to FeCl2. Here higher oxidation state related to FeCl3. So its name is your ferrous chloride. Its name is your ferrous chloride. Its name is your ferric chloride. OS represent to +2, E represent to +3, because OS represent to lower oxidation, E represent to higher oxidation. Like we can take the second example. Suppose takes CO, Cu2O. In these two compounds, here copper shows +2 oxidation state. Here copper state +1 oxidation state. Here lower oxidation state is your +1. So the name must be related to OS, and higher oxidation state is your +2. So the name must be related to E. That related to OS, that related to E. So its name is your cupric oxide. Its name is your cuprous oxide. Like that you can also think about the other compounds: plumbous, plumbic, stannous, stannic, mercurous, mercuric. Like that you can also written by the help of OS and E. Next point is your some binary compounds. What is the meaning of binary compounds? Binary compounds. If a compound is made by two type of atoms, remember two type of atoms, not think about the number of atoms, two type of atoms. For example, carbon monoxide. Here carbon 1, another is your oxygen, so it is a binary compound. CO2, the number of total atom is your 3, because there are 1 carbon, 2 oxygen. That means totally we can think about that there are 3 atom, but it belongs to binary because there are two types of atom. One is your carbon, another is your oxygen. No doubt there are two oxygen atom present, but it belongs to one type. So we can think about that. This is a binary compound. This is also a binary compound. Like that, SO2, it is a binary compound. SO3 is a binary compound. Suppose if we think about the naming of binary compounds, generally we can use such type of code: mono for 1, di for 2, tri for 3. Next is your tetra for 4, like that. We can think about penta, hexa, etc. like this. What is the name of this compound? Suppose if you want to write down the name of the compound, then how can you write the name of compound? There is one carbon atom is present. One carbon atom is present, so we can write carbon. One oxygen is present, so we can write carbon monoxide. Similarly, if you think about the name of CO2, then the name of CO2 is your carbon dioxide, because there are two oxygen atom is present, so di is used, and since oxygen is present, oxide word is used. Like that, if you think about the name of SO2, then what will be the name of the SO2? Name of the SO2 compound. Here sulfur is present, so we can write sulfur. So next is your, there are two oxygen atom is present, so you use dioxide. Like that, if you think about SO3, then the name of the compound is your sulfur trioxide. Similarly, we can think about NO, that is your nitrogen monoxide. Next is your NO2, that is your nitrogen dioxide. NO3, nitrogen trioxide. Like that, we can also name the various types of compound depending upon this mono, di, tri, tetra, etc. Next point is your, if you think about simple acids, how can you name the some simple acids? For example, HF, it have two names. One is your hydrogen fluoride, another is your hydrofluoric acid, but in which case it is this type of name is used, and in which case this type of name is used. Remember one point, if you think about hydrofluoric acid, that means it must contain water. That means aqueous solution of HF means the name is your represent to hydrofluoric acid. Only HF without any water molecules. It present in the pure state, that is your said to be hydrogen fluoride. If you think about HCl, only HCl, then its name is your hydrogen chloride. Its name is your hydrogen chloride. If you think about the aqueous solution means HCl added with water. Not it is a pure, it is a one type of solution. So we can about that. What is the name of this compound? Hydrochloric acid. Like that, if you think about HI, that is your hydrogen iodide. If you think about the aqueous solution of HI, that is your said to be hydroiodic acid. Similarly, if you think about HBr, aqueous solution of HBr, its name is also HBr is your hydrogen bromide, and its name is your aqueous solution of HBr means hydrobromic acid. These are the examples of some simple acids. How can you name the name of the simple acids? We generally we think about two oxidation. One is your OS and another is your E. But many compound, many atoms show different types of oxidation. For example, manganese. If you think about manganese, it shows more than two type of oxidation. So for the naming of such type of compound, we can think about other type of O also. What that is your per, and another is your hypo. Remember, the highest as compared to E is your per, and the lowest lowest as compared to your os is your hypo. If you arrange the such type of word according to their order, then hypo corresponds to the least oxidation state, then more oxidation state is denoted by os, next higher is denoted by E, next higher is denoted by per. Suppose if you think about, take an example, HClO, HClO3, HClO2, HClO3, HClO4. In this case, the oxidation number of chlorine changes. Here the oxidation number of chlorine is your +1. Here the oxidation number of chlorine is your +3. Here the oxidation number of chlorine is your +5. Here the oxidation number of chlorine is your +7. Generally, 3, 5 is represented as one is your os, another is your E. If you want to name the oxidation number, then least oxidation number is your 1 and highest oxidation number is your 7. So it corresponds to the hypo, and +3 corresponds to the os, and +5 corresponds to the E, and +7 corresponds to the per. Then what will be the name of these compounds? By the help of hypo, os, E, per, we can able to naming the compound. The name of HClO is your hypochlorous acid. Next is your only chlorous acid, hypochlorous acid. First is HClO is your hypochlorous acid. HClO2 is your chlorous acid. Next is your HClO3, that is your chloric acid. Next is your ClO4, that is your perchloric acid. Perchloric acid. By following this type of steps, this type of rules, we can able to write the name of the different types of compound. That is all about the writing name of compound.